welcome to episode 10 and the last of series 1 for See You Next Thursday. Today, we're going to be answering questions from you guys, the fans, questions about us, about different things that you've sent us. Anything that you've wanted to find out about us. So I guess the first one that we're going to look at today, what are the subtle signs that we are now getting old? Jenny, what's something that you've noticed as you've got older, you struggle with?
I think just the metabolism is a lot slower now that I'm getting older. Whereas before I could eat whatever and I could easily just lose the weight and shift it. But now I find it's a lot harder to shift certain pounds off. And there's certain aches and pains that you get that you wouldn't normally. Just simple things like just kind of bending down sometimes, or even like holding Lara for a long period of time. I'm like, oh my god, shit! Well, I didn't work out. Why did my back hurt? So just things like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Aches and pains are definitely the one. Like you go around and twinge in your back, you're like, where's that come from? You can't just stretch it off anymore.
Yeah, no.
there for a
Otherwise,
couple
you
of weeks.
might pull something if you try to stretch.
Yeah, exactly. I think for me, I mean, you don't have this issue, but me with drinking hangovers, it gets so much worse when you're older. I used to be able
Really?
to go for a few days drinking when we were at uni and stuff, and now I'm like, even today, I had a big weekend that just gone, and I feel worse today than I did yesterday. So I'll probably feel even worse tomorrow.
So when you were younger, how long did it take you to recover from a hangover?
You kind of just that next day, really. You feel a bit shit in the
Mm.
morning, and then the next day you'd be all right. Or
Yeah.
the next few hours, have a bit of food and a bit of water, and you'd be all right. But yeah, you don't get lines anymore either. I think that's half the battle. Struggling to wake up. Well, I don't struggle to wake up as much, but because of Harry, you don't really get. You're lucky if it's
No.
post 7 o'clock line.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think for me that's the biggest struggle, and the aches and pains. It's only going to get worse.
Yep. There's always booze related with Rob.
Yeah, unfortunately,
Yep.
self-inflicted.
Yeah. So that's a nice simple one to start us off, I think.
Yeah. What we got for numero 2? So, what is the weirdest thing we've eaten? You must have had some shockers.
I think so. When I used to when I used to eat meat, I think I told you this, Rob. Do you know the roast duck that you get, like the Chinese roast ducks? I would eat the head of it. Yeah, you would think that there's no meat in it, but there's actually quite a bit of meat. There's the head bit, like the top bit of the head.
Is the top bit of the head must be tiny? Is there? Is there still the skull is still there? You eating
Yeah, the
around the
skull's
skull?
still there. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
the
yeah.
beak? The beak's still on there.
The beak's still there. Yeah, the full on head, but obviously it's roasted and yeah, man, it was good. It was good.
Basically, just sucking the head. Is what you're
Pretty
doing.
much, yeah. And then just
Yeah.
obviously there's a really small head, but there's still some meat in it, and there's just the crispy bit of the head that I really liked. And I used to try to eat the beak, but obviously there's not much you can get out of it. It's just
Bit
really
gristly.
crunchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then fish eyes.
Ugh.
Yeah, I used to love it, man. Like Chinese people would be like, oh, the more fish eyes you eat, the better your eyes will be, and the bigger they will be. Obviously,
Mm.
no,
Yeah,
that's not true.
it didn't work.
Didn't quite work, but I still carried on eating them anyways. So I think those those are the main ones. And obviously it's not weird, but a lot of people think it's weird. It's durian, like the spiky fruit.
Mm.
And you open it up, and it's yellow inside. It's so nice and gooey. Oh, I love durian. I had it when after I gave birth with both the girls. Oh, so good. Some people just say it smells like a gas leak, but I think it's great. It's so good.
And I still yet to try that, but
Yeah, you do.
can't bring myself to do it.
I can't believe you didn't try it when you went to Vietnam.
I don't know. No one seems to have it. I don't think.
Oh.
I don't know why. But yeah, I guess for me, well, I mean, since I only really started eating proper Asian food after I met Chi, so
Yeah.
like sweet and sour chicken weren't really legit. Asian one before that, but getting
Yeah.
introduced to things like chicken feet, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And
What do you think?
I don't get how you eat them. Like you just literally just suck the skin off.
Yeah.
There's not really anything to it. It's like it's a lot of effort,
Yeah.
not a lot of gain. It's
It's
just
very bouncy.
yeah, it's just cartilage basically.
Yeah.
So that's one of the weirdest things I've eaten. But Chi's family, they on special occasions they have like fermented duck eggs, and
Yes.
fucking I can't bring myself to do it because they literally crack it open and the bird is half fully formed, and it's just like they're just eating this fucking bird. Like, it's so disgusting. Like, how
Did they
you?
do that here, like in the
Yeah,
UK?
yeah, in the UK, like
Really? Wow.
yeah, like special occasions they'll have it. Um, but they've had it since they were kids. So like
Yeah.
Chi will just eat it, and
Yeah.
like, some of them don't, to be fair, but she'll have it. And then other things like shark fin soup, which you're not
Oh
supposed to have
yeah.
anymore. I
Yeah.
was like, well, is this actually genuine shark? I think in the restaurants they call it that, but it's not actually that. It's like some other substitute. But
Yeah.
if you go
Yeah.
to like family events and things, they actually do have genuine shark. I don't know where they
Yeah.
source that from.
Yeah.
Some great white has died for that. Tuna soup. But yeah, I guess it's just weird animals, isn't it? Or weird
Yeah,
parts of
it is.
animals that
Yeah.
you just never think to have. And like
Would you
British
have like organs?
I've had like liver and stuff. And black pudding's a weird thing, a weird British thing on a fry up. It's,
What is
ba-
black pudding?
it's basically just like it's like blood, isn't it? But like it's not blood. It's mixed with like
Loads of
liver,
stuff.
liver and shit, and just
Yeah.
it's quite high in protein. To be fair, it's quite a good
Oh,
thing.
really?
It's just it's a bit like haggis, isn't it? Just bits.
Yeah.
So no, it's just not very appealing to many people these days, is it? But
No, no, it doesn't sound that nice. But don't they in like Asia, East Asia, they have like the big blocks of like sort of blood. Is it actually just blood? Have you tried that?
not seen that before. No.
It's kind of like jelly form, but it's like blood, and a lot of
Mhm.
people love it in Vietnam.
No, not seen that. Well, maybe I have. I don't
Mm.
know. No, I don't think they've had that before.
Yeah,
Just dead ducks.
interesting. Just dead ducks. Yeah, I think it's basically Asian food that we're talking about. That's weird
Yeah,
that we've
basically,
eaten.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
British food is just standard, isn't it? There's no.
What is British food? Fish and chips.
Yeah, fish and chips, fry ups, roast dinners.
Yeah, really healthy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big meals.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's numero dos.
Yeah,
Oh, this one, let me ask you because it's directed at you. How
yeah.
good is Robbo at crossing the road in Vietnam?
Crossing over Vietnam wasn't too bad, but only because we're with people who've done it before. So like, you kind of just. But here is that initial like, because there's no rule. You just have to go, and people will stop
Yeah.
you. So, but it's just taking that initial first step, of, like just being brave. But once you've done it once, you kind of just have to. You just got to keep your eye on the road, otherwise it's just chaos. But I would say it was more difficult when we went to India.
Mm.
When we were in Delhi, oh my god, it was just non. It was like when you cross the road, right, you can see one or two cars, and you can kind of
Yeah.
swerve it. This was just a row of bikes and cars, but the bikes more than anything to get you, the tuk tuks. Um, and there was no one helping us there, so we were just like, fuck it, we just got to go. And then everyone else is doing it. Like, go, 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 go. And there's never a point where you
Jesus.
feel completely safe. But then
Yeah.
the cars are never going above like 20 miles an hour, really. So you're not going to get, and they're pretty good. I feel like if you've been driving in Asia or anywhere that way, you
Mm.
are basically Lewis Hamilton. You could get
Yeah.
in a Formula One car and you'd be decent.
Jesus.
You wouldn't need much training. You could do rally car driving.
Yeah.
There's such good drivers.
God.
Yeah, but we made it. I'm still alive, so to tell the
Because you
tale.
had Harry at the time as well. So what were you holding him, or were you in the buggy?
Yeah, he was my protection. So
The shield.
yeah, no,
Okay.
we had the rucksack baby thing. So
The carrier.
he was the
Yeah.
rucksack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Okay. Yeah.
that was a bit easier then. Um,
Yeah.
Pram is just a
God.
no go in Asia, like as you said before. It's
Yeah.
not the one.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
simples.
Yep. Next one. Bit of a random one. Has
Yeah.
milk chocolate got worse, or have our taste buds got better?
So I eat a lot of chocolate,
Mm.
and I think it's pretty alright. They've just substituted a few ingredients, haven't they? But it still tastes the same. I think we're mainly referring to Cadbury's, right? Which is what everyone
Yeah.
drinks.
I
Um,
do. When I read this question, I thought he meant milk, like the actual
no,
milk, but
it's
chocolate flavored.
was milkshake changed?
Yeah. Like I thought he meant that, but now that you're talking about milk chocolate, Cadbury, I'm like, oh.
No.
Right.
So milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, all that.
Ah, okay, yeah. What's your favorite? Milk.
Yeah. I don't like dark chocolate. It's just too
Yeah,
bitter.
same. And white chocolate's too sweet.
Yeah, I'm not a huge white chocolate. People love white chocolate, but I've never really
Mm,
understood it, to be honest.
no.
Chocolate is different, but it's more expensive. If you want better stuff, you've got to pay more for it, which is annoying.
Yeah.
Um, fully rate Tony's chocolate for a tip for anyone. If you ever had it, it's called Tony's chocolate. You might have seen it in
With
Tesco.
the funky packaging, like really bright.
Yeah, yeah, it's quite pricey. It's like £3 for a bar. But it's so good. So I always get it
Mm.
when it's on like a club card deal.
Is it different flavors?
Yeah, it got like sort of caramel and just plain and other stuff, but it's banging. So
Is
good.
it?
Yeah. But Cadbury's is standing in it 'cause it's always cheap. Well, it's not even that
Mm.
cheap anymore. It's like 150 for those share bags.
Yeah.
It's a complete con.
Even like Toblerone, man, it's like a freaking
Yeah,
fiver.
I know. It's on offer at the moment for
Is it?
Easter. It's still £4.
Oh,
It's like it feels like 250. I think that's fairly reasonable.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Even at airports, you used to get free for a tenner, and now it's two
yeah,
for 15 or something. Like 2 for 10.
yeah. I can't do it, but I like it though.
Yeah, you just need someone else to buy it for you.
But yeah,
Don't feel guilty.
if anyone wants to buy us chocolate,
Yeah. Toblerone want to sponsor this podcast.
yeah. Yeah, I think.
Um,
Yeah, I think. Do you know what? One thing I've noticed is I bought some chocolate, like Kit Kats, like mini Kit Kats from Hong Kong for Sai. Different
mm.
flavors. Like you've got like honeydew melon, you've got like strawberry chocolate. It's really different. Their chocolate over there. Like,
Yeah, it's like candy flavored. How to
yeah,
explain? Like American style chocolate, isn't it?
yeah. It doesn't taste that nice.
I think it's because in America and Asia and other things, they have different sugar laws. So in the UK, they're
Mm,
quite strict on how much sugar content you can have.
yeah,
That's why all those fucking, those really con placed sweet shops in London, like Kingdom of
yeah,
Sweets and all that shit,
yeah,
they all got shut down because they just basically breaking every law,
yeah.
food law. Um, but yeah, when you do go to America, they are good though. Like the M&Ms, peanut butter M&Ms. Oh,
I bet. I bet. Like big bags of them as well.
yeah, decent. Oh, want some chocolate now. It's
Yeah, me
only
too.
early.
Okay. Next one. Are all the other London boroughs jealous of Croydon? What do you think, Rob?
I don't know because we're from Croydon, so if I was from another one, I'd be like, whenever I say to people at work, they were like, "Where do you live?" "Oh, I'm Croydon." They're just like, "Oh, is that down south? It's quite far away, isn't it?" Yeah, it's miles away, mate. So to
Hey,
what? I mean,
South
to me,
London.
yeah, I mean, to me, it's like a 20-minute train to London. It's not far at all. But then I guess Zone 6 is to some people, if you're not from London, is like
Yeah,
out of space. So I don't know. Would you think people were jealous? I don't think they are.
absolutely not. Nah,
Yeah,
man. What is there to be jealous of? Like, I love Croydon with all my heart, man. I was born and bred here, but fucking hell, have you seen the state of it? Really, like shopping
yeah.
centre. We
Oh,
we were meant to have Westfield, didn't it, back in like 2019, and then I got COVID hit, and then what the fuck happened? Like, it's just such a state right now. The people there, it's just like, oh, the only the sort of like good bit is Box Park.
yeah. Box Park. I do rate Box Park. I go there quite a lot. But yeah, the town is dead. It's just that bit. When you go into down the bottom by Surrey Street Market,
Yeah,
there's almost like a tramp's den. Like crackheads who just live on the corner,
yeah,
and then yeah, there's always a fight, there's always a stabbing, at least one. And then you go
mm,
through Croydon after on the high street after school. There's just massive groups of kids, like really
yeah.
intimidating, like hoods up. It's always, it's not what it used to be.
No, no. But we still live in Croydon, but sort of like further.
Yeah, we live in the posh bit. Oh, I live opposite that train. I live opposite Purley train station, so I see quite a
Yeah,
lot. Purley's one of the nice areas, really. But if you're a
yeah.
bit further out, like you're a bit more like in a sort of
South Croydon bit.
suburban area, which is
Yeah.
nice.
It's still a bit of a ghetto, I've got to say, you know? Like, it
Yeah,
used to be nice, but now it's like the ghetto here.
yeah, yeah. Hopefully, it gets better, but can't see it to be
Mm.
honest. Big up
Yeah.
Croydon.
Yay! Yeah, you can read the
All right,
next
yeah.
few.
So, how did we come up with the name? See you next Thursday. Do you want to shed some light on this one?
No, you can, you can.
So, I've assumed people know what the phrase. If you say to someone, "Oh, he's a proper see you next Tuesday,"
I didn't know this. Just
Yeah, so I had
FYI,
to
Rob
explain
had
to
to
Jen.
explain it.
Yeah, so just spell out the first few CUNT, right? So it's just a polite way of saying it without actually saying the word, which is probably considered the rudest word you can say. So, and then making this podcast, well, we were going to just talk about things, basically people that we just didn't like. And then it kind of just evolved into this sort of general chit chat thing.
Yeah.
We start with the name because people, oh, that's a good name for a podcast. But
Mm.
other podcasts were actually already called See You Next Tuesday. Not even that popular ones. Ones that have been like dormant and haven't released an episode for like 3 years. So we'll do See You Next Thursday instead. And then, yeah, that was that. So it's actually a very rude name. But
Yeah. Yeah.
but no one seems to know that. And now you
No.
probably do. And now you're thinking, oh, now I can use that.
Yeah. I think it's a thing now, isn't it? I feel like yeah, when you told me where it went, I went, that is a genius. That's genius. And so I was like, how did you not know that that's what it meant? I went, I live a very sheltered life, clearly. Like when you said see you next Tuesday, I went, huh? What? And you're like, yeah, just see, when you spell it, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. I was actually calling Jenny to see you next Tuesday. But she's just so oblivious. I was like, oh, yeah, got away with it.
Yeah. So yeah, I quite like it. And the fact that we release episodes every Thursday, it just made sense. See you
Yeah,
next Thursday. Yeah.
it works. A play on words.
Yes. Yeah. Should we
Cool.
move on?
So, yeah, next one is when can she come on to tell the side of her story? Never. We were debating doing like a couples podcast one day. Just get Si and Chi on just to back their corner essentially.
Yeah.
Because she always has a go at me. No, it doesn't happen. No, you didn't do that. I do this. I do that. So, but at the time I'm recording, on the top of my head, I'm not going to remember everything perfectly. It's all
No.
like just comes to my head, right?
Yeah.
So, but then that's going to be about a 2-hour podcast, isn't it? So
I can't wait to get
yeah,
Chi on.
yeah, we'll do a little relationship special.
Oh, danger.
Yeah, but we'll delay that for as long as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, when the channel is a bit more sort of, settled, established, exactly. So, yeah.
Yeah, because we'll have to get in a room for that, won't we? I think.
Yeah, we will.
We'll figure
Yeah.
that out.
Let me ask this question. How do you have time for both football and looking after a baby?
Because I'm a massive lad. How do I have time for both? Well, she always says, "Oh, you always go football. You always do." Football is only on every couple of weeks, realistically. It's not every week. I mean, I do go to a lot of games, to be fair. But
Every time I ask you what you do for the weekend, football. And
it's all
consistently.
it's all I do. I don't do anything in the week. I don't go out after work anymore. I used to back in the day before Harry. I don't like she goes netballs Tuesdays, Wednesdays. She'll go into the office. Wherever I go to the office on Wednesday, but I'll come home a lot. I might have the odd drink every now and again to like catch up with old people. But football is like my hobby. That is the thing I do. And we've got a good support network as well. So like she's normally around, or like if she's not, I'll give Harry to mum and dad or things like that. So it gives me time to do it. See, it's not like I randomly just say I'm going to football. The next day, I can. The fixtures come out in June. The season starts in August. When that fixtures come out in June, I'll block the entire calendar out. We have a shared calendar.
Okay.
And the calendar will have every single game in on what day. So this is
Right.
done well in advance. I'm not just spur of the moment going to games. Just to put that out there. So that's how
It's
I
all
go
right. It's
around
all
it.
right. You don't have to be alone. I feel like
No,
you're getting closer to the camera. Get defensive.
yeah. Just need cheese to listen.
I think it's interesting because I think she is quite relaxed as a mum. I think from my point of view, obviously I don't know Chi well enough, but I think if any sort of like woman or partner, they probably would be a lot more pissed off. I think, especially if you have like a young child. Like, if you go out every weekend and whatever.
Yeah,
So I think,
Yeah, and I do pull my weight with Harry as well. Like, it's not like I'm just sitting around all week doing nothing and then I'll go to football.
Yeah.
And and it helps that she is pretty chill. That's why we're That's why I'm with you, Chi. Exactly. That's why it works.
Nice. Nice. Nice answer.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, next one.
Yes.
When is Series 2 coming out? When do we think it's coming out?
Well, next week, isn't it?
Yeah, we're just getting straight back into it.
Yeah. I mean, there's no breaks. Just crack on.
Yeah, let's go. Back next week, back stronger.
Yep.
Right.
This one. What were your first impressions when you first met and started working with each other? Go on, Rob. You first.
I'm trying to remember. So when we first started working together, I basically was on furlough. This is during
Yes.
COVID.
Yeah.
And I've been off for like a month and a half chilling on the old furlough pay. It's a great
Yeah.
time. Came back and I think my director had left maybe, and then Jenny had replaced him potentially because she
He was
just come
on
back.
paternity.
Oh yeah, that was it. So he was on paternity. Jamie just came back from maternity, so she was covering for him. But she was okay. I was just not in the mood to get back into work, so I was like, um, I was just a bit whatever. We were working from home, so we never actually
Yeah.
met for ages.
Yeah.
It was all over Skype. And I don't think you really knew the account that well, and
Oh,
like,
fucking clueless, mate. I just got put on
yeah,
it.
yeah. And I was trying to pick things up, and then
Yeah.
but our team was cool though. It's just literally three of us. There's another girl called Megan who's really sound. She kind of just kept things ticking along
Yeah.
really. And me
Yeah.
and James like, yeah, you crack on.
She
Um,
held it together, man.
yeah. But no, it's fine. And then I can't remember what happened. And then I think maybe the other guy came back from paternity leave, but we kind of kept in touch because we got on pretty well.
Yeah.
And then I was having a bit of a shit time because I got put onto another team which I didn't like. And then
Yeah.
eventually a role came up on Jenny's team, and she was like, "Oh, do you want to move across?" And then literally like, bang, here we are, reunited. And that
Yeah.
was that really. Here we are doing a podcast together. What, like
Yeah,
2
man.
years later? 2 years later?
Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah. 2 years
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
Do you want to hear my
yeah.
thoughts?
Go on.
This is the difference between a man and a woman.
Yeah,
This is where the detail comes into it.
yeah,
Yeah, I came back from maternity. Obviously, I had no accounts at the time. They were like, there's an account that needs a little bit of help. And they said a little bit. It was a fucking shit show of an account. Like, I think Rob maybe enjoyed it before like I came onto it, but fucking hell, did not enjoy it. And
mm,
then told this guy was on paternity, and then his paternity was going to get extended. I'm like, oh fuck sakes. So I went on the account anyway, started joining these like client calls, and then our client, I used to work with him. He used to be my ex-client from another company. And then when I first realized that Rob was coming back from furlough, I was like, okay, cool. There's another account manager that's going to help me. Great. And then the first time, I think the very first time we sort of spoke, I thought, man, this guy doesn't really like talking, does he? He's a bit like, he's a bit unhappy. He's not very happy. I'm like, oh god,
miserable.
shit. Huh?
It's miserable me, isn't it?
Yeah. I was like, oh, great, this guy is not gonna like me, and we're not gonna get on. Shit. I was like, oh, let's just crack on with it. I'm only gonna be on it for like a few months or whatnot. And then things started to change when I found out that you live in Croydon. I think it was when do you remember Mehul? Obviously, he was on the
Yeah.
call with us, and we were just chatting, waiting for everyone else to join, and then we're just talking about like where we're living, and you're like Croydon. I'm like, what? You live in Croydon? Like what? Yeah. So from that point onwards, I'm like, oh, this guy's sound. He's from Croydon. Yeah. And pretty much from that point onwards, I started like just chatting to Rob, kept in contact with him, and then I think that's when you came out of your shower a bit more. Like you were chatting, like banter, and it's just
Yeah, it's finding that common ground, isn't it? Because
yeah,
there's some people you just don't know what level you can take the banter to, and
yeah,
things like that, and then you just end
yeah.
up sending gifts together, like to each other, when someone's being a dick, and it's just like just random shit. Then you realise, okay, you can actually say anything, really.
Yeah.
It's the best kind of person to work with because when you can just bitch about people's work, it's great.
Yeah. Common ground, exactly. Yeah. There was one time
Yeah,
I think me and Rob challenged each other at work to. It was still working from home where we had to send like memes and gifts to each other. Just that, no
yeah,
words, nothing.
conversating through gifts all day. I say we
Yeah,
did it.
we did.
It actually really worked. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah, we made it. Here we are. Cool.
All right.
Good story, that.
Yeah.
Right, next one. Right, who would win in a Spartan battle between Rob and Jenny? So I didn't know what this was, but it's basically like Tough Mudder style, Ninja Warrior, um, that sort of event.
Yeah.
Who would win? I mean, physically, realistic. I'd probably win.
Wow. Wow. Why you say this? But if you look at the sort of different obstacles, there are like over 20, 30 different obstacles. I feel like you would win on strength, obviously.
Mm.
Whereas me, endurance when it comes to running.
I don't know. I'm a good runner though.
Are you?
Yeah, I run every day for like half an hour.
Do you?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck's sakes.
like 5k every day.
All right, show off. Yeah, well, I guess
Mm.
Rob's going to win it then.
Yeah, I think that's pretty obvious to be honest.
Fuck's
Don't need a
sakes.
debate about that one. We should do it one day. I think my mate's doing one actually this Sunday with his work.
Oh, really?
He doesn't want to do it, but I was like, oh, maybe we should sign up for one.
What,
I'll be like
Spartan
free.
or Tough Mudder?
Yeah, Tough Mudder, yeah. So I guess it's a similar thing. You were saying there's one bit where you go underwater and you're like,
Yeah.
under the net thing, and there's like a layer of
Yeah.
water. God, I couldn't do that.
It's
Claustrophobia would kill me.
horrible.
Yeah, think that.
Yeah. We had to do that, but there's no mud. It's just like land, like grass. But it was a bit muddy. But yeah, wasn't nice.
So it's just called Tough rather than Tough Mudder.
Fucking hell. Bad joke. But yeah, I reckon later on in the year. Not in the year, sorry, not even this year. In the
We'd
near
have to
future.
train. Yeah, we'd have to train for
Yeah.
it.
We should sign up. I
Yeah,
reckon.
maybe. Maybe start with like a 5k.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. What is the most questionable thing you've taken through customs?
Hmm. I haven't really taken anything dodgy through customs, to be honest.
Mm.
I remember she told me a story about when she came back from Vietnam once. Her mum basically brought back a suitcase of cigarettes to basically sell on in the UK. But like, obviously, you're only allowed to bring like one packet back.
Yeah.
This was an entire suitcase full. But they got it through in the end. So
Oh, did they not go through her suitcase?
no, it's just like it's fine.
Oh.
A few hundred packets they got through. So I was like, fair enough. They don't care in Vietnam though. The airport is
Yeah.
so lax, ridiculous.
But what about when you came back to the UK?
Well, you're just walking through with a suitcase, do you? You just don't declare it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm.
But that's the only questionable thing. You've never done anything or carried anything.
Don't think so. Pretty boring when I go for customs. I'm too scared going through airport security. Even though you know you have
Yeah.
nothing, I'm like, oh shit, have I left like a half bottle of water in my bag? I'm panicking. Then we walk through at beach, you're like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
I've literally
Yeah.
got shorts on and a t-shirt. I've clearly got nothing on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I hate it. I hate security. I think the most questionable thing that I ever brought back was so it's like a sort of massage thing for your face,
Mm.
and it basically looks like a penis. It's got two balls and a long stick thing.
So it's like a vibrator, basically.
It's a fucking vibrator, man. I don't know how to explain it. So it kind of is like this. Hold it. It's like two balls attached to it, and you use it to roll your face, like to get defined jawline or whatnot.
Yeah.
And obviously, I had that, and obviously when they go through sort of the screening and stuff, they must have thought, oh god, dildo.
Yeah. You're not meant to put this away. Yeah.
So I think that's the only thing. But I've heard like a lot of like relatives, like especially being Chinese, that you bring back a lot of like what is that? Chinese sausage?
Chinese sausage. What is it? Dog meat.
It's like no, people eat this. Fucking hell. No, I think you must have had it. Is it salami? It looks like salami, but it's like Chinese sausage.
Maybe.
Have you not had it?
Don't know.
Oh.
I might have.
Yeah, and just like all the meats, durian, that would probably stink out the entire place, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Just bits. No guns.
Oh, no guns.
No drugs.
No, we're squeaky clean.
Yep. Right. Will you record another episode related to scary shit? Yeah, probably. Because everyone seemed to love it. Weirdly.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it around Halloween time, I reckon. Keep it relevant.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Get a few stories out there. People.
Yeah. We did get a lot of stories after it as well. So I think yeah.
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 There's a lot of
Unfortunately,
haunted houses.
Oh God.
And we could do it live from a cemetery. Or record it. Imagine.
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
We could borrow your friend's
Any.
house, the haunted one.
No, nah, that's not happening.
This one's
What's next?
directed at you, actually. Why is Jenny obsessed with zombies? In particular, Korean zombies.
It's just something about zombies, man. Like, it doesn't turn me on, obviously. That's not funny.
Yeah.
Nothing weird like that. I just find them fascinating. Just the thought of, like, I think the very first one I watched was Train to Busan. Have you ever watched it? Have you seen it?
Yeah.
And that opened my eyes. I was like, wow, this is cool shit. And it's the fact that maybe actually no, yeah, Korean zombies was Train to Busan, but the ones before that was like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
That's a zombie one. That's just hilarious, man. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
Found it hilarious. But it's just like the comparison between like Korean zombies and like British zombies. It's like Korean zombies are fucking fast, efficient. British zombies are like
Yeah. Comedic.
yeah.
No, have you seen 28 Days Later?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not a comedy.
Okay, yeah.
That is actually that's the first zombie film I've watched, and I was fucking terrified.
Hmm.
And that was when I was young as well. That came out years ago,
Yeah.
didn't it? Yeah, Train to Busan is a good film. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, watch it. It's just like intense throughout, isn't it?
So intense, man. My like buttocks were clenched throughout.
Yeah, like it's not even particularly scary. It's just
No.
it's a thriller, isn't it? So
Yeah.
you're hooked right to the end.
Yeah, proper hooked. Yeah,
The
there's
ending
quite a
annoyed me
few.
though. I won't spoil it. The ending annoyed me.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you watch the second one?
I think so.
It was
Can't
shit.
remember. Yeah, it got really panned, didn't it?
Yeah, proper shit. I don't know. I just find it fascinating, just the way that Koreans write storylines related to zombies. It's just really clever. There's one called The Kingdom, The Last
Yeah.
Kingdom. Forgot the
No,
name
it's
of it.
called Kingdom, isn't it?
Kingdom, right?
Last Kingdom's different, yeah.
That's the British
Yeah,
ancient shit.
that's also really good.
Yeah, I
Really good
can't
one.
relate. I mean, Sai really likes it.
Yeah, no, it's sick. I would recommend that. But Kingdom is also really good. But they seem to have just stopped. They've made like a special spin-off, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then they just haven't made another one, which is annoying because that was really
I
good.
know. It should be coming though. I'm pretty sure they should be releasing one.
Yeah, I think the people in it were quite well-known actors in Korea, right? So
Yeah.
they obviously got busy schedules. And then
Yeah,
during
true.
COVID, wasn't it? So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no explanation besides the fact that I'm just fascinated with zombies, and I'm thinking like, if this world came to an end and it was all taken over by zombies, what would I do in that situation? I just find that fascinating.
would you just accept it that you're gonna? Would you try and survive? I guess for long as
I'll try
possible.
and survive. Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Be like Walking Dead, walking around with
Oh
a gun.
yeah. Oh my god, Walking Dead is a great one. But there's like 10 seasons, and I just got fed up
Yeah,
by
I
like
gave up for
season
that.
7.
Yeah,
Yeah, they dragged it on for that one. But yeah, just love zombies.
zombies for the win. Cool. Next one we got. What's your favorite film? Oof, so many.
I've got one.
What is it?
Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
You heard of it?
Yeah. Is that one
Ah.
with what's his face?
Shit, I forgot his name.
If you said the name, I know. Wait, let's have a little Google.
Richard Gere
That's the one. Yeah.
and Julia Roberts. Oh,
Yeah.
what I'm back at uni. Like back at uni, I used to have like a TV with like, do you know the VHS,
Yeah.
the tapes?
Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you know that.
Not that young. Jesus.
No, but yeah, Pretty Woman. I would watch it again and again. I know the words to certain things, certain scenes. Just loved it. I just think it's great.
Fair enough. I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
Oh,
I mean, it's called Pretty Woman, so maybe that's why I probably didn't watch it.
well, she's a prostitute in it, and then she finds
Yeah.
love. So.
Yeah. Classic love tale. Imagine that now. It'd just be something really seedy, wouldn't it?
Can I? Yeah.
It'd be LGBT based.
Yeah. God.
Worky.
Very wokey. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think so there's loads of other ones, but I think Pretty Woman is always my go-to.
Yeah. I'm really shit with films. Like I can only watch films once and then I can't watch them again because I'm like, I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I guess back in the day, the one I used to watch all the time because it was on TV a lot was The Mummy. I used to love that film, man. You know, Mummy Returns, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
It was always on ITV. I
Yeah.
used to love that film. But I don't know. I don't really have a favorite film. Is that bad?
No?
I just don't. Never related to films. I know people love them, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, when like a big film comes out, and I can't wait to see that. I'm like, wait for it to come out on Disney or something.
Yeah.
Watch it
When
then.
was the last time you went to cinema?
Probably saw the last Spider-Man there.
Mm.
I think that's when I went, but that's because everyone went. We were up north, Cheese family. We went to watch it.
Yeah.
But I like films like Borat and stuff like that. Like to me,
Oh
that's
yeah.
like fucking classic.
Yeah.
It's so
I like
good.
Borat. Yeah,
And
yeah,
like
yeah.
all the Jackass films, absolutely love those. I watch those. I know it's just a bloke film. It's just funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like, imagine like a film critic. What's your favorite film? Jackass. Like what? No. What's the so-called greatest one ever? The one with Morgan Freeman in it. What's it called? Morgan Freeman film.
But where he plays God.
What, Evan Almighty, whatever it is.
Yeah. Bruce Almighty, or like, yeah.
Yeah. No. It's in the prison. The fuck's it called? Shawshank Redemption. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That is a good one.
Yeah. And like all the Godfather films. Oh, the Godfather film was like apparently the rated, the highest ever.
I've never
It's
seen it.
shit. It's fucking boring.
Oh, really?
Like, oh yeah, it's like 4 hours long each one. I'm like, oh, so slow and just like, nah, not for me.
What about any Marvels?
Yeah, we watched all those during lockdown, like in order. They
Yeah.
are good, but I wouldn't say they're great.
No.
I'm not gonna watch them again.
No. No, fair.
Yeah.
I think have you seen Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, I have. That's
Not
all right.
that, that impressed by that.
It's all right. It's just a good film, innit? I wouldn't sing and dance about it.
What I would say from this is Rob can watch football over and over again, but not films.
No, I can't. No, I watch a live game, but I won't watch like the game back.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Same with TV shows. Once I've watched the series, I can't watch it again.
Really?
Maybe little
Oh.
things like Family Guy in between us, like quick
Yeah.
20-minute things, but not a full-blown series. Like people
Interesting.
watch Breaking Bad and stuff over and over again. No, I can't do it. Once I know what's happening, that's it.
Game over.
Completed it. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Nice. All right. Next one. Who would survive if the world was coming to an end? I think you would.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm too big to survive. I couldn't hide. I wouldn't be mobile enough. I feel like you'd be quite good at getting small spaces and just dodging shit. And
It depends what we're dodging from.
Yeah, and you've got that like instinct, that maternal survival instinct. I think I lack.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I don't think I'll be able to dodge from bullets, but if we're talking about zombies, then I don't know. I don't think you and me could survive it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess What type of end of a world? I mean, if the world's ending, it's gonna be quite hard to survive it, right?
Exactly.
It's
It's like an apocalypse.
Yeah, like a meteorite hitting the Earth. You just have
then we're done. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking zombies, you survive that because you've seen so many bloody series.
Yeah, man. I know the sort of the tips of how to survive it.
Yeah, and I always think like if you had to stay indoors and you weren't allowed to go outside or something, I'd be fucked because I have no food. If people stock up on beans and bits, I don't have any of that. Oh, great! I've got half a box of Cheerios and some milk.
Yeah, but if you were stuck in your flat, you're quite high up, right? How many floors is it?
The whole building is like 5 floors, so we're on the third.
Touch and go, actually.
Yeah, it might survive a flood, maybe. Well, Croydon's quite hilly, so you might just go to the top of the hill. You'd be alright.
Yeah, true. Oh, that's a good one. Survive a flood. Okay, I think it's our last one. Last question. Who is more angry, Rob or Jenny?
I'll let you decide.
I think me.
Yeah, I'd probably tell you.
Was that going to be your answer?
I think women are just a bit more angry in general, right?
Yeah, no, it's fair. We are angry. Yeah.
But then you'll just say, "Oh, because you make us angry."
No, everything else around us, including men, make us angry. Yeah.
Yeah. I have my moments, but I'm not I don't overtly show my anger.
Yeah, men don't tend to, right?
Nah, because I feel like when they do, it's really like,
Really
whoa.
bad.
Yeah. Like, chill out.
Yeah. Whereas women are just consistently angry and they
Yeah.
show it.
I just get angry at things like FIFA, pointless shit. Well, fucking losing to a 14-year-old online. Great.
Yeah.
Put the controller down.
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen you angry actually.
No, well, yeah, I don't really get angry at work. If I do, I don't know. I say things I shouldn't. So I just try not to get too angry. Because you'd be angry all the time if you're angry at work.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's true. That's
Yeah.
why we decided to create a see you next Thursday pod.
Yeah. Get angry at the football. That's fine. Once every couple of weeks.
Do you sort of like, or how do you just
Shout
swear?
at the ref. Shout at the ref. Call him a see you next Tuesday. Basically it.
I mean, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. That's all your questions through. Hope we've answered everything you wanted to know. We'll probably do another one of these end of next season. Try and get a few more juicy ones in. Find out a bit more about each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's that concludes season 1 of See You Next Thursday.
Woo!
We made it.
Yeah.
But yeah, say that like we're not back soon, but we're going to be
Yeah.
recording next season next week.
Yeah. Yep. Really long wait.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. Cheers for listening to season 1. Remember to share it, like it, subscribe to all our channels, and we'll be back for season 2 next Thursday. So yeah, see you next Thursday, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.